Hello everyone, welcome to my Myth Legendary PvP setup for Wizard101, and today we're going to be going over the gear, the stats, what you could run, and just getting into Legendary Myth. You know, people are making gear setups for these lower levels now, so if you want to play, start watching some of the videos. I have a Storm gear and deck setup from a couple months ago. It still should work, just don't follow the deck, but the stats and everything should still be good. So if you guys are wanting to make a Storm for level 60, go watch that too. Okay, so let's get into this. Ashley Goldtail is my myth. So the stats we are rocking, and the thing is with 60 is you can change a lot of stats if you really want. I'm rocking 88 damage, 45 res, 49 to myth, 27 accuracy, 15 to every school. I am crit and block does not matter because it's not used. 15 pierce. 92 power pip, and arc mastery is 55 with a health of 3,714. So some people might have higher damage with a little less resist. Some people might go for pure resist. You could rock 50 resist and you could have like 60-70 damage maybe. Some people go House of Scales and they rock 90 something damage with a little less resist, so about 40 resist. Some people don't use accuracy, so they get a little more damage. But we're going to show you how I achieve these stats right here. And it all starts with the hat, Trixie hat. I think no matter what kind of playstyle you're playing Myth, you almost want to rock the Trixie hat. I don't have the House of Scales hat on me. So at Waterworks, there's House of Scales or Waterworks hat you can get at 60 for gear you want to use. But Trixie hat, by far the best hat you want. The 11 resist flat is crazy, still gives 15 damage, 6 accuracy to all schools, incoming health. It's just best. It really is. For the robe, we have the Trixie robe, which is the Waterworks robe. I'm rocking this one. Some people make a justification for the House of Scales one here. You guys can see the comparison here. 2 more damage, 4 more power pips, a little less health, a little less accuracy, and a little less resist. Personally, since Myth doesn't get much, the reason I rock more resist and more health on my Myth gear is because Myth gets really screwed at this level with health already. So it's not worth to rock. In my eyes, it's not worth to sacrifice more resist and a little bit of health and accuracy just for 2 more damage and 4 power pips. Especially when you already have 92 power pip. So like, you have a good power pip, so I don't see the point to rock it, but it's to each their own. If you want a more aggressive setup, you want to rock this robe probably. I see some people rock the gray rose, so you can go for trap stacking Myth, and you rock pure resist, because look at the stats on this. Good health, good power pip, good resist. You rock this with a double resist pet, and then the Trixie robe, or the Trixie hat, and you go for a more defensive setup using heals and stuff, and you just trap stack. That's also a setup you could use. For the wand, there's a couple options. This is the wand from Malistaire, as his stats are crazy on it. 11 damage, 3 pierce, gives a trap, a wand, and an ice shield. But the pierce and damage is actually crazy at this. Like, genuinely, it's crazy. The other one you can use is the Aquilian Lances. I have 2 of them here. Basically, what you're sacrificing is about 5 damage and you gain 2 pierce, but you also get a chance at a Maycast and you get an ice wand. Personally, I just think the damage is better since Myth is already kind of lacking on the damage. You don't get crazy damage on Myth, so I prefer to use Avalanche any day. For the Anthem, Bear Claw, still the best Anthem you're going to want for Myth. I don't have the jewels. As you see, I only have 2%. I am too poor to afford Myth jewel packs and my ice. I'm just too poor to afford it, but this is the Bear Claw Anthem. It's just really good. The power pips are crazy on the Bear Claws. The health is kind of lacking, but it's okay. Myth gets kind of screwed on that. Now, for the amulet, you're going to want the level 68 version, which gives 300 health, or 305 health in the same sockets. I just don't have it on this character, so we're rocking the level 62 Bazaar version, which is, all you want on Myth is you want the most health amulet you can get, because Myth, like I keep saying, needs health. So you want a health amulet with socketed health and then flat resist. Or you could socket arc mastery, I guess, but it's up to you. And now that Arc Mastery is in the game, you don't need masteries, because I was rocking a balance mastery for a while using balanced spell elements, but now you don't need it because you can just switch your school mid-fight. I am rocking the Peridot Ring of Battle. I think there's a couple options. You could, if you want, it really depends on your setup, right? So I think this is the best overall ring, but you could also, I think there's Tower Elephant ones that might be a little better. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure this is the best overall one. There's like the healing ones, so it's like Stellar, I believe. It's been a while, I'm sorry. It's Stellar Insight or something. It gives a lot of incoming and outgoing, so if you're running a more defensive setup, gives good power and health still, you could rock a healing one if that's how you're gonna play. But each to their own. I'm just doing a normal myth setup, so I think this is the best overall myth one. For pet, this is the controversial one. A lot of people don't rock myth accuracy on their pet, but I personally like it, especially because Pierce enchants aren't in the game now. So it's kind of like I would prefer to run accuracy on my pet. Obviously, you could swap out the accuracy for more damage, which would give you that 90 damage, which would be really nice. I could have it 6 damage on here. And then you could also put Mighty. Mighty would be really good. I am thinking about making a new one with Mighty because I think that'd be interesting. You get like a 90 something damage. Your resist would go up by 2. You could get rid of Pierce, could vouch, but I personally think Pierce is good. I would say the one thing you could change is accuracy. So you either could put more damage on it or you put Mighty. I just, since Pierce enchants are gone, I just really wanted max accuracy. But it's not needed, to each their own preference and stuff. Mount, any mount with stats. I'm using the Pierce one to give more Pierce. I feel like on Myth, Pierce would be the best one you want. On a school like Ice or something, you probably want Power Pit, but for Myth, any mount with stats will do. I'll be real with you. We are rocking the House of Scales deck. This is the best deck you can get at this level. It sockets Power Pips, you can socket accuracy, and then the deck itself also gives accuracy, which is super useful. Now, okay, so I haven't been PvPing this last month much at all, so I wouldn't recommend, you could use my deck as an example, but I had to take a couple things out. But it's a little outdated because all the spells keep getting changed and all this. I mean, Minotaur it takes shields and turns them into trap. Now, everything's changing, so I'm not in with the loop, but if you want a base deck, you could look at this. But what I recommend doing is starting off, read what's hard. Okay, with PvP right now, you really got to read. There's a lot of conditionals. Myth is all about traps right now. That is Myth. And a lot of detonates. You can detonate now. 180 detonates. So they're really pushing overtimes for Myth and detonating. And they're also pushing trap stacking and just like giving trap. Myth is the trapping school now. Not really the minion school. It's the trapping school. So what you could do is you could run fire. And you could also train up to the gambits for fire, where you convert shields into overtimes. You could detonate them. You could do a lot of stuff if you want. You could do dual school of fire. You could use you could be on a fire, use a myth mastery, and detonate with myth. It's a lot of combos you could do. The detonate also works for one of my favorite spells in the game. Is Basilisk. It's 9 pips, but a lot of people don't expect a Basilisk, and it's good to have 1 or 2 in, and especially with the detonates now, it wouldn't be horrible carrying a troll and then a Bask, just depending on your match. But yeah, overall, you can, with Arc Mastery, it literally is unlimited potential for training in whatever you want. Right now, I'm just training life, but that's what I was before. You can train in life, you can train up in fire, you can do balance like I used to. Spell elements are very useful, but right now, for spell element wise, I would go the Gambit route. That is still, it's pretty crazy to get, you take 2 shields off yourself and it detonates an overtime, which Basilisk could combo into, so it's really good for that. Cyclops, once again, I'd go the trap route. There's really no reason to buff the damage for 355. It's not really worth. I mean, you're not really going to be using that, and this is just better. If they have overtimes on them, it puts a 50% myth trap. So this is when, if you wanted fire mastery and then you convert their shields into overtimes, you could use Cyclops, which puts a 50% myth trap. There's a lot of combos you could do. Fire and myth are really good synergy right now, so this could be a combo if you wanted to go for it. Ninja Pig's still the same, still normal. Athena, you will be needing Athena though. Athena is the best spell for myth. I swear to God, no matter what you're running, trap stack, normal myth, anything, defensive myth, Athena is your best spell. Hit and shield is a great move no matter what situation. This spell, a little trash. I gotta admit, this one is pretty trash. I might reset this and almost just go the top path. A 660 hit is not that bad. I mean, it's like Ninja Pigs. It's a Ninja Pigs for the same. It's 6 pips, same thing. It's just Ninja Pigs. Yeah. So if you don't have Ninja Pigs, I mean, this is practically your Ninja Pig right there. Minotaur, easily go for the convert shields into traps. Easily, that's utterly good. That's super good. People always spam shields and it just converts it. You're gonna be in a good spot, really. But yeah, overall, that's my quick little gear setup, deck setup. Yeah, Ashley Goldtail, 45. The stats could change. Like I said, just depends on how you want to play. At 60, you could play a couple different ways, especially for Myth. Myth isn't the greatest right now, but it has a lot of potential for where you wanna, how you want to play Myth. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure you subscribe, and I will be doing an ice setup too. So watch out for that. Y'all have a good one.